Hello everyone, I'm the Awesome Soul, and I'm here today to show off a little idea I had for Robocraft. Why not do this as a text document, you ask, or type it out on the forums? Well, I'd like to say I'm fairly decent at making videos, and it's a bit easier than reading a wall of text. Plus, the visual aids help a lot. So this is my idea for coloring your bot in Robocraft, and a little bit of an armor tweak, I guess you could say, for the texture. So currently in the game, we have a lot of this, but not a lot of this. So say if you wanted an orange racing stripe in tier 10, you'd have to use tier 4 armor, which isn't necessarily that viable in that tier, and just uses up your CPU. Also, the block's texture itself makes it rather obvious that each block is in a certain location. What I mean by that is, it doesn't look like the bot is one whole thing. It looks like something made out of a lot of little pieces. It doesn't feel like one entity to me. My solution for this would be something like this. You have one large texture map for every single block of a certain tier. For this example, let's say this is tier 8 armor. So we have one tier 8 armor block. Then, when you place down a second, notice how the texture connects. There's no indentation between them. It looks like one large plate of armor. This also works for any other blocks, such as angled pieces, inners, and so on. However, if the player were to place down a second tier of armor, say tier 9 for example, they won't connect. As they use two separate texture maps, they can't possibly connect. The fact that they use texture maps still allows the player to know which type of armor the enemy is using, even if they color it whatever color they want. While this block looks like a large plate of armor, they're still treated as separate blocks, when painting at least. So say the player wants to paint the front section blue. They can do that, as one block will be painted blue. Again, the next block can be painted any other color, such as yellow. Notice how the textures still remain as one large texture map without connecting, or rather deconnecting, I guess you could say. However, if you color this block, it'll still remain unconnected as they're two different armor types. I believe it's not just armor that should be painted, but also any other utilities as well, such as legs, guns, jammers, and the rest. For my example here, I just have a little mock-up of what possibly the legs could look like. Players could color them purple, orange, or even black. Notice how only a portion of the leg is colored. As you can see, the yellow portion that differentiates the leg from tier 9 and tier 10 remains unchanged and is unable to be colored. Also, the team color locations on the joints and the leg itself remain the same. When choosing a color for a leg, all points will be colored that certain color. You can't mix and match colors on, say, like the joint as one color, and then the actual leg itself a different color. As far as coloring goes, it could be done in a multitude of ways. Or, well, rather just two, at least that I've thought of. So you could have a simple color palette, where players pick and choose which colors they want from a large array of preset colors. Or you could have a color picking system, although this one might be a bit more intensive on the servers, as loading in player bots with a multitude of colors of near infinite variety might be a little bit more difficult. However, I'll leave this up to FreeJam to decide. Anyways, that's it for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little discussion, I guess you could say. So yeah, if you guys really like this idea, I highly suggest sharing this. I don't know, tweet it out to FreeJam, post it on the forums, put it on Reddit. Just share this around as much as you can. I'd love to see this in the game. I don't know, what do you guys think? Write a comment down below. Let me know what you like about the idea, what you dislike, maybe what should be improved. Yeah. Anyways, I've been the Awesome Soul, and I'll see you next time.